Okay. You think the internet's overreacting?
Nah, yeah, most definitely, man.
Okay.
So I think like for every team that we play, we always expect to 3-0.
I was expecting a 3-0 for sure.
You know, that's just like the team we are. We're like a very confident team. We're kind of thrown off a bit in the series.
I knew for sure that if they played Rush against us, like the Doomfist comp, that we would have won, like no matter what. And then I also knew if they played random spam comps, which they did, that we might have struggled. So I think it was on us that the match even came close. Because if it was us preparing well, we would have 3-0'd no matter what, which was the mentality for everyone coming into it.
Played like Doomfist Reaper all week because it like worked out for us, and we were expecting them to play more weird stuff because they were playing Shax and KSP, I think.
This is going to be the battle for Los Angeles, the Gladiators versus the Valiant. Big Goose continues to run disruption, keeping people off of that platform. Into the back goes Mirror, drops the EMP, but Mirror with the turret will be able to come up with 2 kills, getting rid of 2 of the more elusive members on the side of the Valiant. Big Goose be a 4v5, but they start turning this one around. Birdring with a Death Blossom manages to find 2.
Birdring with a big one!
Some we were expecting some weird stuff. We kind of lacked focus or started like running around.
Start of the series, you know, we were like really alpha, basically. You know, we were really in their face, and like we had that killer instinct, and I really liked that. You know, we were just like, you know, we were there to win.
The body shot tag there onto Big Goose as the Bionate does come through. ASP finishes off Shaz. Follow-up Dynamite, but the rest of the team is doing pretty damn good for the side of the Gladiator.
Yeah.
So gets him making that one as best as he possibly can as Birdring goes into the back. Solo invests the ult onto KSP, will be able to burn him down, and also gets McGravy as the D-Matrix winner.
I think the comp was like specifically aimed to counter Rush, which we play. It's been one of the comps we are more likely to play, I guess.
Our goal was just to play Doomfist Rush into them, and then they started playing spam, and then Mirrors decided to just go Torb, and he was constantly swapping the whole match, basically. It was definitely like a crazy game for us.
May very powerful at this approach if you want to use the wall there. Take out the turret first.
Yeah, try to hold them off that high ground, but as Mirror and Big Goose, as well as Birdring, all get right up on that top level. And instantly kills start coming through. KSP and Dreamer already going to be eliminated, while Mirror just sits pretty here at the top of the stairs. A really great wall up there in the Dreamer, but then Anubis manages to come through from last round. They keep him alive, and KSP responds in kind with the Dynamite and gets the kill onto Birdring, but Space shuts him down.
I think it's a little about the maps too. I think Hollywood is a good map for like both comps, but Hanamura is like really good for that comp, and we were like playing into them kind of stubbornly.
Space gets that one, follows up for a melee hit to completely shut down the Pharmacy duo. Astro, yeah, not much that he can do. Instead, Birdring will be able to find the Angry Monkey and get rid of him. Also follows up for McGravy, so takes down both of those tanks. Death Blossom used, Birdring manages to find 2 plus the turret. Primal Rage is out from OG, but KSP swaps over onto the Tracer, burns down.
Hanamura like was a really good map for their comp. In general, I think we should have adjusted earlier. David just said that, yeah, let's just mirror them and just cheat on them basically, and that's what happened, I think. We're just confident in our abilities to be better, I guess.
KSP, however, doesn't get a headshot onto Birdring, and Space will just go ahead and nom up that pulse bomb from Shax. Yeah, shifting back over onto this, the Seismic Slam not going to be able to get too much, but Shax will be sent off the side of the map by Big Goose, who, you know, last time died in midair by Birdring, but that was really going to be another group there for Big Goose. Looks like McGravy likely going to have to be the one to try and tag in, but he's already
so rough they can't.
The mech, and they just can't get there. Oh no! What a way to lose
I think like
the
everyone's
series.
happy with the win. Well, this is like one of those wins where you feel like doesn't feel good. Just like, at least for us, we couldn't find a way to like beat the comp. I think we were getting into our heads.
If you know, if we think we're all individually better than or, you know, our counterpart, and then as a team also like we're better, we can just play the same thing and just play better, right?
We hadn't played the comp at all. We had 0 Screamers. We had 0 Screamers against the comp. So considering all that, I think we did pretty well.
I'm happy we won. I think we definitely could have had a more convincing win for sure. We didn't adjust as well as we wanted to, even though we knew that they were going to play different comps from us. So that was kind of on the players.
They just played a comp that was like very annoying to play against, and we weren't really having fun, honestly. I think hence those like tweets that everyone made. I don't think like anyone has to like go too much into detail about those.
I think it was banter, right? I think it got taken as real frustration.
I mean, we all respect each other for sure on both LA teams. For Battle of LA, it's always both teams playing their hardest. It's a dope match no matter what side you're playing for.
I think just because it's online play, it's less exciting, I guess, you know.
Gladiators and Valiant as players and like as orgs, like we have like beef, but really everyone on both sides like brothers to me, and I've worked with both of them. I'm really happy that I'm still representing LA, even though I might be like on the other side. They're all the same to me, I feel like.
It is like special. If you start thinking about it, it's like different than everything else, then you're just putting additional pressure on yourself, and I don't think that's good.
You know, when we do have like those kind of days, right? You know, when we do like show up, you know, like the real gladiators, right? Then I feel like, you know, we'll have that sense of accomplishment. I think like we're a really scary team, you know, when we're on top of our game. In fact, I think like we are the scariest team.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified when we put out new content.